Well, hi, this is Jim Starkweather, the publisher of Kitmaker Network and Armorama.com and Aeroscale and lots of other websites. And we're here for another mail call. Yes, this is our, I guess, our actual prior to holidays mail call, which I didn't think there might be one. But as you can see, I got a few boxes, so we're going to go ahead and open these. What else is going on? Well, the holidays. So I hope you guys are having a good holidays. I appreciate all the comments last time. On YouTube at least, and potentially our website, hopefully. I see the comments more on YouTube because I'm obviously interacting with the videos there more, so yeah, it's kind of sad when I don't visit my own forums topics as much as I do the stuff on YouTube. Okay. Anyways, but I am trying to build in more integration with things. One of the things we're planning on doing in the future is probably trying to integrate Facebook logins with the site. I tried to do it once already, but there were some limitations to do it directly via PHP, which I won't bore you with the details. Is all the technical stuff and how the site works. But there's an alternative way to do it, I believe, with JavaScript, which I'll probably look into in the new year. What else has been going on? Oh, not much. I had a Santa Claus gift from one of the staffers who shall remain nameless, but he knows who he is. And I got a cool little Enterprise ship there in diecast. Isn't that cool? So, and then I also got from just, don't want to drop my ship on live camera. And I've got my cord is underneath my, no, that's not going to work. Cord was keeping me from moving around here with my microphone. And I also got some beer nuts from a brand new contributor who hasn't just, I guess he thought I could use some beer nuts, which, thank you, contributor. You will also remain nameless because I don't think you wanted to be called out for that, but you got called out anyways. So what else? We got boxes of stuffs in. Let's go ahead and open those up, and I'll try to get these on the sample sheets. For those of you who might be new to these videos, that's why we do these videos, to get samples out there to prospective reviewers and such. And some of you have been watching a long time and maybe have never done it, and I've actually had emails to that effect recently. But others of you may already be aware. This is from Ryfield Model, and it is their new Tiger One middle production. So this is the third or fourth Tiger they put out. But yeah, in their line of Tigers, they've obviously updated their existing kit to cover the middle production run. Now this does not have an interior, I don't believe, because I don't see it called out anywhere here. Although maybe it does, because it's showing. Oh, it does. Okay, so they didn't do a big flashy with full interior, but it clearly says accurately produced full interior, highly detailed photo etched parts. Faithfully reproduced details, workable torsion bars, workable tracks. So we'll do this definitely probably in a more detailed unboxing unless we pass it directly on to a reviewer from here. But yeah, expect to see more on the site for this kit. I'm sure it's a welcome addition for Tiger folks out there. And what did we get here? Some kind of book-like thing, which I will attempt to open. We got from our friends at our friends at Meg. Sorry, old days, AK. Now new days, Ammo of Meg. This is the Encyclopedia of Aircraft Modeling Techniques, number 5, Final Steps. And that is going to be obviously all centered on aircraft. But if you haven't seen these Encyclopedia of Aircraft ones, this is by Diego Quiano. Keano? Is it Key? K-U? Okay. Anyways, that was Keano, I think. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, so obviously covers a lot of different type of aircraft from World War I to modern jet aircraft. And what else did we get? Another book. This one looks like it's from Nuts and Bolts. Uh-oh, it's got the dangerous do not open unless you open via this, because otherwise you get fluff everywhere. Those are truly dangerous. So we got the probably most recent issue. Wow. So the publisher of Nuts and Bolts used to live here. or one of the people involved in Nuts and Bolts. Unless this is from. Okay, so this is from Ray Carlton. Interesting. Yeah, so he put a little note. We used to live in Clovis. Say hi to Rick Cooper. Say hi to Rick Cooper for me. Rick, he says hi. I think Rick generally watches these. He also lives here in Clovis. By the way, if I have any other people who live in Clovis who happen to be watching this, the irony is when I first started Armorama in 2001, I lived in Crozet, Virginia. Lived there for about a year, I think, until we moved. So, a good year went by, but I was doing the site from there. Good thing I have a story here because this is getting long. This takes a while to open. So when I moved to Clovis, California, I didn't, it's a bigger town. It's 100,000 people versus the 2,300 where I lived. But there were a couple of people who already were on the site on Armorama. This is again in the early days, or early year, and Rick even came over to my house and gave me a housewarming gift, and another couple of members, contacted me via email or whatever, saying, "Hey, I live very close by," or "I live in Clovis," and so forth. At the time, I think we had like 4 people who lived in Clovis who were actually on the website, Anyway, so if there are others of you out there, even some of the guys in the local club, yeah, I have these kits here, and you're like right here locally. It would be really great to work with more local people other than the few I do work with. Anyway, so yeah, that's just a little plug there again, because that's what this video is about, other than promoting these products. Nuts and Bolts number 37. This is on the Jagdpanzer 4, Part 1. L48 SDKF Z162. So yeah, we'll do a turning the page on this, but it's also available if somebody's interested in doing a more detailed written review. All right, so and I assume since Ray isn't, let me read the credits here. I don't know if he's their local guy or he's just sending me one of these. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look in the details here. Because it's possible he's just like their U.S. rep person. Maybe. Because a lot of these companies, that's what they're doing. They hire somebody to do some marketing and contact, be their not their distributor, but well, I guess they might be their distributor too. But. All right, so this one is from Stevens International. And it's probably going to be a trumpeter kit, but we'll see. It is indeed a trumpeter kit. I think this is one I requested. This is the 1/35th scale Soviet Su-101 SPA. And guess where you can find this tank? Yep, World of Tanks. Maybe not the SPA variant, but the Su-101 is actually in there. 2 different variants, the 101 and the 101M, I want to say. So yeah, this is an interesting Soviet tank from, I'm guessing, the 50s, late 50s maybe, design, with a front engine, rear crew compartment type system. I believe it's going to be a similar T-54-ish type track system. Anyways, so that is out. I didn't even know it was out, but now we know. And then this last box is from MRC. They love me. They keep sending me stuff. I wish I could do better by them, but unfortunately, a lot of the stuff they send me are aircraft and 1/72nd scale aircraft, and we don't have enough 1/72nd scale people. Gosh darn it. And it looks like they've got 2 new Academy aircraft kits out. This is the MiG-21MF Soviet Air Force and Export. In 1/48 scale, so that's a good scale. And then also in 1/48 scale, we have the RAF and Export Hawker Hunter F.6 FGA.9. So both of these Academy kits, and not sure they're new tools or ones that are being re-released, but this says a special edition with limited availability. The other one also says special edition with limited availability. They're kind of doing the Hasegawa routine, or the Hasegawa kind of marketing strategy there. So many boxes. All right. Well, I hope that was of interest to you guys, at least some of the new stuff. Stay there. Stay. I'm just going to kind of set all this up as a backdrop behind me. And yeah, we'll definitely have these kits, like I said, on the sample sheet at some point soon. The books not so much usually, but you can inquire if you're interested about doing reviews in the books. That's something you can always just send me an email on. I don't send a lot of the books out simply because of weight and you know, just reviews. Doing a book review on, say, this, you know, this kind of book is difficult in the sense that, you know, it is a technique book. So like if you did a project and then featured the book in the project, that would be fine with us. But trying to write a review on it when it's kind of obvious it's done with many modeling professionals involved, so it's kind of hard to imagine it needing a real critique, if you know what I mean. It's like you'd be trying to critique master model makers, so which is kind of weird. Now, same thing with, you know, nuts and bolts. I mean, you could definitely give people insight into the kind of level of detail that's in the book, but I doubt seriously I'm going to find a reviewer who knows more about this this tank than the people who wrote the book. So yeah, yeah, it's just kind of the catch-22 we get into with a lot of the more very specific kinds of reference materials and things like that. But we are open to, again, ideas and suggestions or proposals. If you want to do something, definitely. My pills are rattling around in my pocket. So what else? Anything else I want to cover? Since this is kind of a, like I said, last mail call potentially in this year, in 2016. So 2016 in review. Well, I didn't make a huge deal about it, but a few days ago, about 4 days ago actually, or five now, was Armorama's 15th birthday. So it turned 15, 2001 to 2016. And also in 2016, Kitmaker itself, also Aeroscale and many of our satellite sites, turned 10. Because that's about 2006 was the time that we actually created Kitmaker and broke the sites apart and stuff. Everything before that was just Armorama. So yeah, that's kind of a big deal. Both those kind of, you know, turning 10 and 15. Seems like a shorter time period sometimes, but then again, sometimes it seems like so long ago. And my daughter's 16, so she's like the age of my original site and so forth. So yeah, a little bit older. She's like I don't know, 6-8 months older. Anything else? Well, no, probably not. I mean, trying to, again, work on features for the site. If you guys are either users of the site and you have suggestions about functions, things that you'd like to see on the site, definitely you can always use the comments section. I still haven't done that Q&A, but then again, I don't remember seeing a lot of questions. So again, I would like to do a Q&A video. If you guys have questions, I could answer them in a video probably a lot easier than I can via other mediums. So keep that in mind if it's something that you've been, you know, why don't we have this feature, or why don't we have, you know, that I can always address those things in a video. It might be a good suggestion. People have good suggestions. We used to have a lot of feedback in the old days that nowadays, I think because we're bigger and we've been around longer, people tend to think, well, it's just going to pretty much stay the same. But the site used to change a lot more dramatically and rapidly in the old days than it does these days, mainly because I deal with a lot of this stuff nowadays rather than just dealing with community issues, code, and updates and changes. But there were a few things I rolled out, like one change last week or two ago that changed stuff for the people on the back end and the staff, but will affect, obviously, going forward, some of the stuff that we're seeing in the future. So I guess that covers everything. So yeah, again, if you were not familiar with these videos and you're still scratching your head going, what is it, why does he do these? Armorama, Aeroscale, Model Shipwrights, they all have you know, review sections. We have feature areas. We have the forums. So these products are generally used for reviews or feature articles or blogs or things like that. And if it's some kind of kit that you're interested in or might be wanting to kind of try out your online, not necessarily video. A lot of people assume, since they're watching this on a video, that I'm asking for like video content. I mean, obviously, if you're already established and you know how to do videos and or, you know, it's something you really want to get involved with, then yeah, go ahead and try out your skills on the video stuff. But videos are a little more challenging. They do require a lot more, say, editing skills and audio things and stuff that isn't the easiest medium to get into. Pretty much everybody has a digital camera these days though, so if you can write and you can take photos of stuff, then you can do online publishing the way we do it on our sites. So sorry if looks skewed. I can't tell if my phone looks. Anyways, sometimes it's really hard to position this microphone so it doesn't look like it's kind of shooting some kind of weird angle or whatever. All right, well I think that does actually kind of cover everything. So I have rambled on long enough. Again, happy holidays and happy New Year to everybody who's watching. If it's not your New Year and you're in China or something, then happy New Year for when you guys change New Year's, or it's upcoming, right? Isn't it the early part of the year? That's Chinese New Year, yeah. So anyways, so you've got that to look forward to. I hope it's a good year, like a dragon year or something that you can be like really excited about. Well, anyways, thanks again. We'll see you next time on Mail Call.